Hey, what's going on out there? How are you?
Hi.
We're coming to you recorded from the dog barking COVID palace of New Jersey, where we have been feeling like shit and in quarantine for 2 fucking weeks following getting coronavirus.
Woohoo!
So we have come full circle.
We
in
got
this entire
coronavirus.
fucking thing. And yeah, we wound up getting the fucking thing that got us starting doing this thing in the first place.
Yeah.
So, we didn't feel like really watching TV that we had to pay too much attention to. We just wanted to lay and be fucking lumps of shit eating ice cream to soothe our sore throats.
Honestly, it was the only thing that I could really eat and enjoy.
Yeah. So we didn't really watch too much TV that we wanted to talk about. But as we are coming out, we couldn't pass up the opportunity to watch the newest Real Housewives franchise
of Salt Lake City.
In Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
So this is a Real Housewives episode again.
And it'll be a wonderful experience because Mike and I will be watching it together.
We're going to aim for weekly.
Yes.
And we'll do just an episode where we chat about each episode, Yep. So a little reaction episode action there. And that's what we're going to do with the newest Housewives franchise. So before we even go any further, if you happen to stumble upon this because you watch the new Housewives thing and you're like me and you just type in the name of the thing that you enjoy at the moment into the podcast apps and listen to people talk about the thing you like and you happen to stumble upon us, I am Mike, and this is my lovely wife, Mare.
Hi.
And I don't want to watch that. And when this entire quarantine thing started, there were no sports, and I had a sports podcast and that I just bullshitted about. And instead, we decided she talked me into watching Real Housewives.
And here we are.
And here we are. So we started with New York. We got 3 seasons of Real Housewives of New York in the books.
We started watching The Boys.
Then we started watching The Boys.
Which we're almost done with. We have 2 more episodes.
A couple more, yeah. We started watching that. We should get another Boys episode out over the weekend, I think.
Yeah, I think we'll I promise we will finish that
very soon. But because this show is like, I don't want to watch that. I didn't want to watch The Housewives. We were done with season 3, and then The Boys came back, so it was a good time to make Mare watch something that she didn't really want to watch. So that's what we do. We make each other watch the shit, and then we talk about it. And me, I like to make fun of it. I can't help get it. People just can't help get into it.
I know.
Yeah. But it's like hate get into it. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
Well, let's not say that about this because you were enjoying it.
No, look, there's a difference between enjoying something and existing in the moment and finding something to enjoy about something you have to do.
You're such an asshole.
Yeah.
You don't have to do any of this.
I know I don't have to, but it's a fun way to spend time together.
To be miserable and fucking watch something with me.
But then at times I get to pick the thing we watch, so you have to watch it with me, and in that instance that brings me joy. That's enough joy to supplant the joy that I'm lacking in the other times.
I understand.
And, whatever. So, anyway, we've rambled on about ourselves. So, I Don't Want to Watch That is the name of the show. Don'tWantToWatchThat.com is the website. And Twitter and Instagram at Don't Want to Watch. The O on the Twitter handle is a 0 because of a fuckface that I've mentioned in every episode who has Don't Want to Watch and never tweeted with it. But we did catch him and beat him to it on Instagram. But anyway, again, here we are. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And basically, interest opens with skiing, plastic surgery, and Mormonism. That's the 3 things that I gathered from the opening this season was going to be about. And God damn it if they didn't nail it with the scenery and stuff to depict that's what it's about, because that's what it's fucking about.
Yeah, well, that's where they're from.
Yeah.
That's
and not necessarily skiing yet, just Mormonism and plastic surgery.
And snow and cold.
And tequila that you don't drink. Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
So we meet a wonderful group of women.
Yes.
Jen, Lisa, Whitney, right? Meredith, Mary, and Heather.
Yeah.
So, but we start off with Jen.
Yeah, so right off the bat, just from those quick introductions, I was like, who's the craziest? And Mare said Jen.
Yeah, that was my...
That would have been my initial guess too, but it turns out we probably would have been wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, but we do start out with Jen.
Yes, we started with Jen and Jen's chalet.
Yep, the Shaw Chalet.
Yeah, I'm learning. I never knew what a chalet was until we went up to, I went up to the Poconos to see Lisa bought a new chalet with her brother. I've never heard that before.
I don't know.
It's a type of house.
Oh, is it a type of house? I would have just thought it was a place where rich people gathered.
No, it's just a type of...
telling me that Lisa has a chalet, now I know that's not accurate. I'm kidding. I love you, Lisa.
That's a thing. It's a type of house, and I love those houses.
So it's like a ranch?
It's like, I guess like a log cabin.
Okay, cool.
Not like a log cabin, but
it depicts or gives the impression that it's
and
more
it's a house
wood,
that's I guess is good in snow.
Okay, Salt Lake City represent. I get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're at Jen's chalet with her husband, Coach Shaw.
Yep.
They have 2 kids. Turns out she moved to Utah at the age of 6 or 7 years old. Her family was from Hawaii. Yeah.
And she's more of like a Pacific Islander nationality type.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it turns out she was Mormon.
Yeah.
Coach Shaw was a Muslim, and then at some point she was like, "Yo, you want to be a Mormon?" And he was like, "Ha ha ha! No, they're racist, bitch." And then she was like, "Oh, you know what? You're right." And she's not a Mormon anymore.
And now she is a Muslim.
Yeah.
Which
is weird. I would have just not been religious. Like,
well, but if
you know what I mean,
mean? Who would?
No, Jen. Like, I'm surprised that she even like picked a religion. She could have just been like, "Oh,
well, she picked the religion that her husband."
Yeah, that's true. I guess
her kids.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's important to their family. Anyway, I really liked the family off the bat. I thought the 2 kids were very funny. I thought the dad was mad funny.
Yeah. No, they were all cool. The oldest son seems to be funny, like egging his mom on, and it seems like Jen is not really doesn't know things.
I couldn't tell if she was putting on
or if she was being serious.
Or she was being serious.
When she told the youngest son not to kiss a girl because you might get herpes. Or AIDS.
Yes.
And,
That's not, the kids were both like, that's not true.
Yeah, no, but like the oldest son's like egging her on, like, what did you say? What is sexting? I don't know what you're talking about. Please tell me more about this sexting. And then they both act like shocked and appalled.
Yeah. I like it. I like that, I couldn't tell if she was in on the joke or not, but
I don't know exactly. I don't know if they were like playing with her or like exactly where they were.
But I dug it. I liked
it was
them
a cool
lot.
Dynamic. Yeah. I'm about it. And he's a football coach at the University of Utah, so that's cool. Then we meet
Heather.
I
like Heather.
At first, I didn't like Heather, but now I do like Heather.
Yeah, I like Heather a lot.
Yeah, Heather is a character, and I'm a fan.
Heather reminds me a little bit like she's kind of like got a Bethany feel to her a little bit.
Oh, and especially now, because when you find out all the beef like in the season, and it's like, she didn't know me. Like, you know, she doesn't know me.
My $20 million spa, bitch.
Yeah. But yeah, so she's super Mormon.
Super Mormon. She was super Mormon. She's not.
No, she is, but she says like
she's an ex-Mormon.
No, she's not ex. I don't think. No.
Heather is, yeah. I thought
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, she got excommunicated because of her divorce.
No, you're talking about.
I'm talking about Heather. I'm right.
She did get. So she did get divorced
out.
and they kicked her out.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they kicked her out because of that. I thought she
or got shunned, I guess.
Yeah, that might be it.
But all right,
I knew the other one, Whitney.
To back up though, but she's like, her family has like crazy roots in.
Yes.
In the church.
Yeah,
right?
but like not her family, her ex-husband's family was.
Well, no, but didn't her family come over here? She said she was like her family was like a bunch of fucking pioneers.
Yeah. They might have drove out there and everything like that, but like the deep. So she had roots in the early Mormon settlements out there, but I meant like how her ex-husband had like $1 billion. because
Oh,
his
yeah.
grandfather worked for Howard Hughes and was, and I quote, his driver
And his
henchman. So if you're a driver and a henchman, right, and the billionaire that you protect leaves you a portion of his estate that makes you also like a billionaire, I feel like the henchman part weighs a lot heavier than driver. I feel like henchman, like, really, unless, like, driver also included, like, butlery type duties, and he was the only one who stayed on when he was in the pissing in jar phases, like,
My man
from
was
the movie The Aviator.
My man was a henchman.
No, I know.
My man was a mobster. Sounds like.
Yeah,
Hitman,
and it sounds
baby.
like he stuck with him through the end.
Yeah.
So that dude, like, knew him while he was, like, pissing in jars and just rewatching those movies in his crazy fucking theater. Like, and all I know about Howard Hughes is what I saw in The Aviator. Just,
You only know Leonardo DiCaprio,
yes.
Howard Hughes.
Yeah. No, and I've only pictured Leonardo DiCaprio anytime we talked about it, or when I wrote it down even. And so that's what I know about Howard Hughes. He peed in jars and had something to do with airplanes. But yeah, fuck it. So Heather seems cool as shit.
She owns what I learned, I guess, she introduces the idea of perfection is attainable in
Apparently
Mormon. That's a Mormon thing. Perfection is.
So she opened plastic
thing.
surgery.
Yep.
Yeah.
A plastic
That makes
surgery
sense.
spa.
Yeah. But then she goes on the end. See, I didn't realize. I knew she got divorced. I didn't hear that she got excommunicated. But she goes on a rant at the end. She's like, "Yo, everything I love." She's like, "I love homosexuals. Like, I love hanging out with
black
them.
men,
I love
hip-hop,
rap music
yeah.
and all this other stuff." She's like, everything my church is against. So I just found that pretty interesting. And I dug her in that moment, and that was where my entire opinion. I thought in the beginning she was the worst. I thought she was going to be the worst. I thought she was going to be like the ultimate Karen.
I love her.
But, oh, no. Everything changed at the end. So she's awesome. Next, we meet Meredith.
Yeah, and her son Brooks and husband Seth. I like this family too.
I like this family too. I think Meredith is actually the most lacking character in this family. I like the husband and I like the son.
Well, I think I was going to say Meredith kind of gives me Luann vibes a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking Lisa was more of that, if we were going to start.
Lisa who?
Lisa, the one who comes next, who didn't remember the other one. The one from New
Oh,
York.
yeah.
Like, yo, you're not getting into a Sundance party without me. You know, like
Oh,
that
yeah.
one.
But
we
Meredith
can do
had
that
maybe Meredith is a little bit like, I don't know who she's like yet. Meredith is her own person. I like her though. She's dry.
Yeah.
She's very dry. She's from Chicago. She's Jewish.
Yeah.
Married for 24 years to her husband. Has this celebrity boutique, and she's a jewelry designer.
Yep.
But I liked her sense of humor. You kind of need a straight woman in.
Yeah. But I didn't understand why they moved there for her husband's business, and she fucking hated it. She didn't like it. And then all of a sudden, he's back in business in Chicago, and she's like, nah, my business is... So she opened her little boutique shop in that little small window of time and now refuses to go back to Chicago. Yeah, I mean, if Rihanna's shopping in my store, I would stay there too. I mean, that's just the way. That's
That's
but
where
he should be fucking staying there for her now. If his shit's not that important.
Maybe his shit is that important.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe both their shit is that important.
No, of course. But then.
But I loved.
It obviously sucks that he's in Chicago and it's her birthday.
Yeah, you're jumping ahead.
Sorry, I'm just saying though. In general.
I
feel for her. They gotta pick a thing.
Yeah. All right, then we meet Lisa, who's from New York.
Yeah, Lisa went to college in Salt Lake City, and then a missionary knocked on her door, and she never left. Now she's a Mormon idiot. Yeah, I don't like her. She acts like she's still from New York. She's been in fucking Salt Lake for 26 years. Like,
oh yeah,
like, get out of here.
Yeah. I know.
You would be laughed out of fucking Luann's circle if you fucking showed up in New York over there. Like Bethany would eat you alive.
But her and her husband, they have, she has a luxury marketing company, and they own liquor.
They own several
liquor brands.
Yeah, tequila brands working on a vodka, which is odd because Mormons don't fucking drink.
Yeah.
So this is like gonna be the lightning rod of hypocrisy for the entire season.
Maybe she is Luann.
Yeah, exactly. She's absolutely gonna be Luann. She's hypocritical from the minute, like from Jump Street, like.
But what was the line that I thought was really funny? She said, is she worried about other Mormons, what they think about her selling liquor? And she's like, what's important is that I don't worry about it.
Yeah, and good for her. Yo, I'm about it. But, like, don't act like you are pious at the same time as you're doing the complete opposite thing. I'm just saying, that's my whole beef with religion in general.
Because you like Heather so much.
Yes, I do like Heather, so I'm 100% on her side already. The one thing I did like about Lisa, because I like to say positive things about people.
That she's a fast food mom?
Oh my God, they were driving around and hit every fast food store. They were like, let me get Taco Bell, I want a Baja Blast, let me get a double stack at Wendy's. The kids like, I need a Frosty. They hit everything.
We should do that with the kids. We should just go to a bunch of different drive-thrus and just get all different things.
And just nosh on stuff all day in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they were doing it in a Porsche. We'd be doing it in a 3-year-old Accord. So, we don't really. So we get our first little meetup now. Jen and Heather link up for a little bit of plastic surgery.
She's getting her armpits Botox. That's a thing.
That is the most ridiculous thing.
You've never heard of that?
No.
That's a thing for like forever.
It clears up your sweat glands? Is that what it does?
It makes you stop sweating, yeah.
So she's bulking up her armpits so that sweat doesn't come out.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Why is that disgusting?
Put on deodorant. Like, just do that. Like, they have a thing. You don't need to get needled in your armpits.
She doesn't want to sweat.
Dumbest thing.
She doesn't want to sweat.
You know what, actually, now that I think about it, that's actually more practical than Botox in your face. Because it actually serves a purpose. Botox in your face just, I don't know, gives you balloon neck or whatever the fuck you want. Balloon forehead.
We are not here to pass judgment on women who get Botox.
No, do your thing.
One day, one of those women will be me.
And I'll tell you won't need it. And
we won't. It doesn't matter if you think
of course, but I'm just saying that the Botox in the armpit actually serves a purpose, as opposed to a Botox in a forehead. You know what I'm saying?
But the Botox is for me.
Okay, that's great. Enjoy. Do you think? So she's getting injected in her armpits, and so they're chatting, and they're like, "Hey, it's Meredith's birthday. How about I throw a party for me, but I put her name on the list," or whatever.
That's basically what happens. Yeah, she wants to throw Meredith a birthday party, and Jen is known for her fucking over the top parties, which is amazing. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
And
but all the suggestions seem to be more about Jen and Heather.
Right, and what Jen wants.
Because Meredith's kind of conservative in that, she's more reserved or whatever it seems. And Jen's like, let's have strippers everywhere. And then maybe we'll have some crazy dancing going on. So she plans this entire thing. And Heather even at the end is like, I don't think Meredith's going to like that, but I will, so let's do it.
Yeah, does not care, which we like in a housewife.
Yeah. She's like, I'll dig the dangling junk hanging over there, whatever, all over the place.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Okay, then we jump to Whitney.
Yeah, fake Reese Witherspoon. She's just, I don't know, she reminded me of Reese Witherspoon.
Fake just because she's blonde?
No, it's short and like a little bubbly, stuff like that. I don't know.
Fake Reese Witherspoon? Whitney is her own girl.
Of course she is.
So Whitney.
Yes, Whitney.
And her wedding.
Yes.
Turns out it's not a wedding. She's renewing her vows to her husband.
After 10 years.
Justin, yes, after 10 years.
Which is a normal number, not like 17.
But they got married with very interesting circumstances.
Big questionable circumstances.
They were married when she was 18. She was 5 months pregnant.
Yeah.
Because they were having an affair.
Yep.
On the job.
Yep. And
it was her first job.
Married,
yeah.
So she was already married.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yes.
And she got married in her prom dress. And both of their families were like, "Yous are fucked up. We don't want nothing to do with yous." And now they're like, 10 years later, I guess it's okay now.
Yeah.
So everybody's back, and they're like, they kind of, I got the feeling they like sticking that in people's faces.
Oh, yeah.
So good for them, sticking it through, but it makes me question if that's kind of why it worked. Like it's a relationship based on spite almost.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Like they want it to work because fuck everybody else.
Yeah. Well, we learned that they were both excommunicated from the church, too.
Well, for the affair and stuff. And it seems like they're living their best lives, though.
Yeah.
Like, she had a stripper pole in her fucking house at the wedding. She's got a wedding dress on, and she's, like, doing twirls and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, all the cousins are like, this is where we get to go and unwind.
Living.
You know? Yeah, they are killing it. But she is also some sort of crazy Mormon fucking... Aren't they all? Isn't she like also like some crazy Mormon?
Oh
legacy?
yeah. Her I guess great grandfather or great great grandfather was somebody's
like a
bodyguard.
Of
Yeah.
John Smith, who's the fucking prophet. Basically, John Smith. You know what? I'm gonna save my lesson on the Mormon Church for the next episode because I was just about to ramble off on what a crazy person John Smith was and a cheat and a scoundrel, but I want to be factual.
All right, so our Mormon lesson will be next
episode.
Okay.
But if I remember correctly, I think John Smith got caught doing some dirty shit, and then he was like, "No, a prophet told me to, like Jesus told me to do it." He's like, "It's totally cool to have a bunch of wives," and that's why they're kind of like that. But anyway, I could be wrong. It was a different route than Mary went when she got knocked up by somebody else. Instead of saying an angel did it, he said, "No, an angel told me it was cool."
Got it.
Again, Mormon lesson next week. So there we go. That's Whitney. Then basically we got some Jen driving around planning this party
with her assistant Stuart.
Yeah, and all he wants
Jen
to do
has
is
assistants. We're not really sure why.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Like this dude's like an assistant football coach. She's got like 3 assistants. Like she's the first lady, and she's got an agenda. Like she needs like a chief of staff.
Yeah, what does she do?
But
I'm curious.
I still don't know what she does except, just be Jen. I don't know. But the assistant, all he wants to do is eat lunch, and she's like, no.
Then we learned that Lisa and Meredith are best friends.
Yep.
They're besties. They look alike. They do everything together.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yeah, they both seem like just
best friends.
uptight snow ladies.
You know what? Jury's not out on Meredith yet. I like Meredith. Let's not lump her in there.
Yo,
Lisa, I
episode.
think
I'm not,
Lisa, I think I like too, but for different reasons.
Yeah, I could see both of them being appealing.
For being ridiculous.
Yes, I can see that.
Okay.
So yeah,
like you know who Lisa may turn out to be. Lisa may turn out to be a Ramona.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. At the end of this, we should just be like, who's who? Like, who is this person? Yeah. But yeah, so Meredith's house. Lisa shows up. Jen shows up. Jen shows up in the most ridiculous heels I've ever seen, walking through snow.
Yeah, so over the top. I love it.
Yeah, like live in a better climate if that's how you're gonna dress. Or just get boots.
But that's a gangster ass move too. She's fucking wearing heels in the snow.
Yeah, but then
fuck.
Yeah, I fell down the front lawn the other day in the mud. Like she's gonna slide all over the place in these heels.
Obviously, she's not. She's fine.
Well, the season's not over yet. It's one episode.
You just want You just want to see her fall in the snow with her heels.
I want somebody to fall in the snow. I need somebody to fall in the snow. So this is where we have see that there might be like a little bit of beef.
Yep,
between this is our first little taste of beef. Lisa and Heather.
Yep.
Because Jen's mentioned it. Heather are talking about having a little gathering.
Yeah, go ahead. I didn't want to jump ahead because we still haven't met Mare yet.
Yeah, no, we haven't yet because that comes after this.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
No, and so they got so then this is where we get the little oh, I didn't know you guys went to college. Heather said you guys hung out, like, or not hung out, but, like, knew each other in college. She's like, oh, I know. And then Lisa was just like, I don't know her. Not really.
She pulled a Mariah Carey.
Yeah, she was
hard.
like, I don't know her. And I heard she showed her tits all over the place. That was really all I knew about her.
Which is such a shady ass thing to say.
Yo, that's crazy. I don't know how you say stuff
honor
like that.
code.
She said, quote unquote, she was a good time girl.
That's some old school shit.
That is like, those are fighting words. Those are fighting words.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah. And so that's our first little taste of beef. And then this is where I think we met, like, Mare, where she was out with Whitney, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so they
so
go
we meet
out.
Mare.
This is some weird shit. And when they were telling Mary's backstory, I feel like I had read this on Reddit somewhere as, like, a Today I Learned or some weird fucking shady thing about, you know, religion, I guess. But she is married to her grandfather, who I believe is a step-grandfather.
Yeah.
And when her grandmother passed away, it was left in, like, the will, like, yo, marry one of my granddaughters to take care of you for the rest of your life or some shit.
Some weird arranged
like, you could pick or whatever.
Yeah, like a weird arranged marriage.
Holy shit, that is some weird shit.
Yeah, that's really bizarre.
And she's, like, all about it because the dude's got a shit ton of money.
Yeah, she says she's been blessed.
Yeah.
With all her clothes that she has. She's obsessed with labels.
They have their own church.
Yes, Pentecostal.
Yep.
Faith temple.
Yeah, she's like a preacher. She doesn't like being called...
What is Pentecostal? What is that?
I don't even know. We could do a big religion episode. We'll figure out what Pentecostal and Mormonism is.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about John Smith. But yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, and obviously all the girls' reactions are like, yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, every single one of them. It was funny. They cut to every single girl just being like, yep, that's fucking weird. Yep, that's fucking weird. But she's out there saying, like, yo, it ain't that weird. Like, no,
I'm blessed.
Fucking weird.
I'm blessed.
A little fucking weird. I don't care what kind of car you drive. Marry your grandfather, that's fucking weird. I don't care if it's step or what or ugh. I don't know.
How many millions?
I don't know. We'll have to look that shit up too.
How many millions would it take for you to marry your grandfather?
My grandfather? I don't know. I'll be poor. No, I'm good.
You were thinking about it, though.
No,
you were thinking.
I was trying to think about when both of them died so long ago. Like, I was just trying to think which one would be better. In bed.
Come on. So creepy. Fucking creep.
We got a little bit more taste of beef, though.
Yeah, and this is great beef.
Yeah, it's great beef because it's so stupid. Mare apparently had traumatic experiences with hospitals, has super sensitive smelling, and could smell a hospital from a fucking mile away.
Yes.
And Jen hugged her one day, and she commented about how she smelled like a hospital, and fuck Jen for that. So that's how we find all this out.
Yeah. And apparently Jen's aunt, who she was very close with, was in the hospital for like a week and had to have both of her legs removed. Yeah. Amputated.
And later in the episode when they're like talking about this again, they cut to Mare and Mary's like, you don't get your legs taken off if you're taking care of yourself. She should have drank more water.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
She was unhealthy. What you want me to say?
Yeah,
what does she want me to say?
Take better care of your legs.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, that is insane that she blamed the fucking girl for being in the hospital.
Yeah, so Mare is very bizarre.
Mary's out of this world.
Yeah, Mare
is that's
crazy.
Craziness. And sure thing. Let's talk about this craziness. So anyway, we are getting close to this party.
Yes.
They're at Jen setting up, and this killed me. Jen has like a little microphone bullhorn that she breaks out to yell at her contractors.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I would hate that shit. As somebody working there, I would absolutely hate it. But as somebody just watching from the side, I think it's hilarious.
So she's setting up for the party. Heather shows up.
She's got to walk a mile.
Yeah.
Because all the contractors are there setting up the fucking... So they've got an all-white, like, tunnel-tented entrance with red carpet. A whole fucking thing that I now know from watching Real Housewives is called the step and repeat. Where you take your picture in front of it, and then you get inside. She had all her furniture taken out. Everything is taken out.
For this party.
Brought in new ridiculous furniture that's all white. Everything was draped in white. It was
but while they're setting up, Jen takes the opportunity to stir the pot with Heather and Lisa.
Yes.
Oh, I love when I see housewives fucking stirring the pot.
Yep.
We know that Jen is going to be an instigator, and I love it.
Yep. And then she starts telling her everything. She's like, yo, Lisa says she don't know who the fuck you are.
Said you're a good time girl.
She said she even half pulled up her shirt. And then Heather was like, yo, I wish I was a fucking good time girl. She was like, my fucking dream in life is to go back and be in college again and be able to fuck everybody. And she is so mad that she's not able to go out and fuck everybody right now.
Oh, I think I'm really interested to see.
She's gonna be like Sonia, I think.
Yeah, well, I am interested to see with this franchise how like the underlying thing here is religion and
I love that.
I know.
Yeah. That was like any opportunity to shit on religion.
But to see how it influences these women's lives, because obviously, if Heather is an ex-Mormon and Lisa is Mormon 2.0, which they say,
yes,
that's crazy that she really is ignoring her, like playing off like she doesn't know her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But then also Heather mocks the tequila thing, which is great. You can tell that people are gonna fucking hate on her for that. And I think it's great, and I love it, and I love hypocrisy. I just love it. After that, just like the actual party, who cares that it's Meredith's real birthday?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, there's flowers on the thing. The kid had to set it all up and then put FaceTime on with Dad because he's, in Chicago on business.
I love Brooks, by the way.
Yes.
Her son.
The husband's definitely cheating on her, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah? You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
Why?
Well, he made it a point to say that he doesn't fucking get any sex. And in, like, the coming attractions, like, you saw them breaking up a little bit. And then you also saw comments that people make, like, they piece together how they know, like, and, like, I forget who was saying it, but in, like, the coming, it was like, well, if he's not getting it at home, he's going to get it somewhere else, people saying that, like, in, like, the coming up of the season or whatever. So I guarantee he's cheating on her. He could have been there for her birthday. He didn't want to because he felt guilty. So he's like, I'll do some shit. I'll go fuck my Chicago girl. He's like, and then, I'll come home a week later.
Is that what he says?
That's what he's thinking to himself.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gathering.
Who are you saying stop to?
The dog. I didn't say it out loud, though, for a reason. She keeps scratching my legs because she wants me to pet her. Yes, I know you're fucking down there. Yeah. Trying to talk about Real Housewives. Fuck.
So my next note that I wrote a couple of timestamps for us for later, but the note that I wrote was, this bitch hired Tongan dancers for Meredith's party.
This party has nothing to do with Meredith.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
Nothing. It's Jen's coming out party.
Some drunk girl comes into like the coat check room and she's oh my god, happy birthday, Jen. And then Jen's like, it's not my birthday. I'm just throwing the party.
Yeah.
And then Meredith walks in and says Shaw Chalet on the fucking step and repeat.
Oh my god.
And flowers. And then she just turns around. She's like, I knew this wasn't for me. So at least everybody knows it. Like, at least everybody's like, oh, that's cute. Jen's throwing me a party. I wonder what kind of party it'll be for Jen.
Yeah. Then Jen and I guess at the party, Jen and Mary have a sit down.
Yeah,
to see if
Heather's
they're
telling
good.
Whitney about the beef.
Oh, that's right.
Too.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, but then, but yes.
Heather, what?
Heather's telling Whitney about the Lisa stuff and all those comments.
Oh, right.
So Heather's like gathering her squad, but Lisa doesn't even know there's beef yet, so she doesn't have a squad. But I think she'll find out. But then also I had that Jen made a grand entrance, to somebody else's birthday party.
Yeah.
Like she stayed up in her room till everybody was there. she like texted the DJ to be like, I'm coming down in a minute, play my song. And then she made a fucking entrance like she's in a wedding or a Sweet 16 or some shit like that. It's not even her birthday party. I love it. It's very good. Just saying, it's very good. And so, like you were saying, Jen and Mare talk. And Jen is, I think, absolutely right to just be like, yo, why are you talking shit about this? Like, just, like, Mary's just upset. Like, because she smelled like a hospital. Yeah. And then the best part about that was, like, Jen was like, oh, this other girl heard you say it. And then Mary was like, all right, bring her over. They're like, yeah, come over here, Carrie. And Carrie's just like, yeah, what's up? They're like, yo, was she talking shit about how I smell like a hospital? And Carrie's like, oh, damn right she was talking shit about how you smell like a hospital.
Mary's
and then Mary's like, get the fuck out of here. She goes, I don't need you no more. And Carrie,
get the fuck out.
Yo, Carrie had some she was like, I'll fucking stay here and tell you that you told us to smell like a hospital fucking all night long. I'm not gonna listen to you.
Because that's my friend.
Yeah.
Jen is my friend.
You called me over here.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was absolutely hilarious. And then this is where it cut to Mary being like, yo, it was her fault she lost a leg anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And that's the
episode.
That's the episode.
Saw the preview for the rest of the season. It looks pretty damn good.
Yeah. So, all right. So here's who we got. Who are their Real Housewives counterparts? And the only reason we're doing Real Housewives is because that's the only ones I know. And we're only doing
you mean of New York? You mean of New York? Yeah.
New York, yes.
Jen to me is a little bit of a mix of, Ramona.
Yeah, Jen's Ramona for sure.
Yeah, maybe Jen is Ramona. Ramona and Jill.
Okay. Yeah, I can see
Ramona and Jill a little bit.
Lisa is Luann.
Lisa's Luann, yeah.
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 I think Whitney and Heather are both. I think Whitney's like she's almost like more fun Alex because her husband's a weirdo.
Well, yeah. I was going to say, yeah, she's definitely one of the younger housewives from New York. I would even say, you haven't met her yet, but she was, oh God, what was her name? No, oh God, this is bad. She was Japanese and Jewish.
Oh, the one who was on the Great Barrington
Yeah,
episodes.
I made you watch.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can see
Her.
that.
Her.
Yeah.
She reminds me of her, and I can't remember her name. Meredith. What do we think about Meredith?
Oh.
Meredith gives me Luann vibes. She gives me like Luann with maybe, let me think for a minute. Luann and need somebody a little bit more. Maybe like Luann and Alex. Like if Luann and Alex had a baby.
Yeah. And
maybe
Heather,
not. I don't know. Meredith is her own woman.
Heather, I think is
reminds me of Bethany.
Sonia Bethany, I think a little bit. Yeah.
Reminds me of Bethany.
Mary.
I don't know.
I think she's like Kelly.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just a whole weird realm of existence.
Yeah,
where,
just weird.
Like just everything
socially awkward.
Like,
yeah.
Why?
She's definitely awkward. She's definitely awkward.
Yeah, she doesn't know what she's talking about half the time. Yeah. But that's fucking weird. So, okay, so here's what do you want to do? I'm gonna rank them now.
Okay.
'Cause that's how we were doing.
Yeah, go ahead, rank them.
So number one, I have Heather. I think I'm very intrigued to see where this goes. I like underdog story too, where she feels like she's the underdog.
Yeah.
I like Whitney after that because I like
another underdog.
Yeah, she's like, yo, everybody's like, fuck me, fuck you, I did it. And
yeah.
I'm out of this church. I don't give a shit. I like having fun. Then I'm going with Jen because she's just insane. Then I'm going with Mary because she's insane too. And then I got Lisa and Meredith at the end because I think they're a little bit boring. They're going to be like uptight, boring people.
All right.
They're just going to be there for the cooler underdogs to beat up. Like they think they're the overdogs. But you like see how much I laughed at myself for that? I don't even know why. Ugh. Anyway, that's the end of this because I don't want to talk anymore now.
I'm done talking.
I'm done talking. So yeah, I don't know. If you like this, check out New York, and we've been doing seasons there, and we'll continue to do them once we're done with the boys. And you know, we got some more boys shit coming out in the next couple of weeks, and we'll be done with that. And then
hopefully we'll be much, much better.
yeah, hopefully we'll feel better.
Yeah.
This is the first time I was able to talk in a while.
Yeah, do stuff.
Yeah, but thanks for listening. I don't want to watch that, and the website is don'twantowatchthat.com. Twitter and Instagram at don'twantowatch. The O for Twitter is a 0 because fuck that guy. And stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, all that stuff. We are living fucking proof.
Bye, guys.
Later.